An active search and rescue is underway for two people in Albemarle County after their vehicle is swept away by floodwaters. A flood warning is in effect for most of the NBC29 viewing area, and we have a live report coming up.
Hundreds of thousands of low-income Virginians will now have access to health care after lawmakers end a stalemate to expand Medicaid. It is coming up on 5:30, and your news at sunrise continues now.
Live in high definition, NBC29 HD News at Sunrise continues.
Good morning, I'm Matt Talhelm.
And I'm Jennifer Von Reuter, and thanks for joining us on this Thursday morning, May 31st. We have a lot of news to get to, and of course that news is the weather this morning.
Yeah, Albemarle County Public Schools just a few minutes ago announced they will be closed today, so all Albemarle County schools are closed due to flooding on the roadways, dangerous conditions out there. You may come upon it. You may also hit fog, which makes it harder even to see that.
Let's check in with meteorologist David Rogers. He is tracking our forecast for us this morning. Good morning, David.
Hey, good morning, Jen and Matt. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, good idea if you are commuting this morning, whether to work or school. Allow yourselves a lot of extra time. Numerous detours out there. Flash flood watches and warnings will remain in effect for the area. Although we're kind of quiet now, some rain showers out and about. We could see another round of rain and thunderstorms develop later this afternoon into tonight. Still anticipating, unsettled weekend. Won't be a total washout, but each day this weekend will feature a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Good morning, Louisa. You're 72 right now. A couple of rain showers in the Culpeper area. They're currently 71 for Charlottesville. Harrisonburg getting some rain right now. They're currently at 68. All right, flash flood watch remains in effect for the counties you see shaded in. Western Greene, Rockingham up into Page, Madison, as well as Culpeper counties. And also we've got flash flood warnings. Augusta County just should be ending now at 5:30. Culpeper and Orange 6:15, Greene and Madison 8, and Albemarle, and that includes the city of Charlottesville 9:45. Some of the heavier bands of rain were off to our west, but again, just some rain showers now. We'll see another round of showers and storms later today. Another warm, humid one. 83 for Charlottesville, 84 for Culpeper, and 83 for Lovingston. Coming up, we will take a detailed look at your NBC29 7-day forecast. I'll also have this morning sunrise stumper question. Matt and Jen, back to you.
Okay, thank you, David. And all that heavy rain overnight has caused substantial flooding issues all across central Virginia this morning. We've
received reports of a sinkhole in the Ivy area of Albemarle County, right along Ivy Road near West Lee. Now, there are also other reports of problem areas. Whippleville Road at Garth Road is washed out. Monacan Trail at Plank Road is closed due to 2 to 3 feet of water. There's also reports of a mudslide on Barracks Road by Barracks West Apartments.
And this is video from out in Ivy. This is the scene where we're told a car was swept away overnight. Search crews are working to find 2 people reportedly in that car swept away in floodwaters in a flash flooding at Ivy Creek.
Yeah, and our crews were unable to get to that scene but authorities say a vehicle with a man and a woman inside. They were swept away at the intersection of Old Ballard Road and Martin Farm Road. A swift water rescue team was dispatched around 3 o'clock this morning.
So they continue to search for those 2 people in Ivy. We have also received reports from authorities in Madison County about a water rescue that happened there last night. They say that there may still be 1 person missing. 1 person was rescued there in Madison County in the Sirius section of Madison County. Authorities tell us that this may have involved ATVs and these 2 people were swept away. So they expect to get back out there and continue the search at 8 a.m.
Okay, right. And now let's take a look now at a VDOT's 511 map. If we have that now, can we pull that up? There you go. Each of the red box signals a weather-related issue on the roads. You can see them here. Main highways are okay, but a lot of the secondary roads are flooded out. So again, heading out the door this morning, you really want to be careful. There are roads that are covered in mud, debris, and flooded.
And you see on the left side of your screen that blue cloud, that's fog. That's a symbol for fog on Afton Mountain, which was extremely thick. I know when I was driving in this morning, it makes it difficult to see if you are going to come up on any kind of flooding or trees that are down because of their roots, are so sogged in right now. So be very careful out there. And once again, Albemarle County schools closed today because of all of this flooding. We will continue to follow this And Madison Carter is out there live. We will get to her in just a little bit. But we want to continue now by taking a look at some of the other stories we expect to make headlines in this day ahead. Law enforcement officers will test their driving skills in a competition that will also raise money for the families of those 2 state troopers who were killed last year in Albemarle County.
The Jefferson Area Motor Squad competition is set for the next few days at the Sam's Club parking lot in Albemarle County. It will showcase the best police motorcycle riders in a friendly competition. This year's event raises money for the families of the 2 state police troopers killed in a helicopter crash on August 12.
Pediatric research accomplishments at the University of Virginia will be recognized later today at the 30th Annual Children's Hospital Research Symposium. The hospital and UVA Child's Health Research Center will unveil their work. The event is set to start at 8 o'clock this morning at the Battle Building.
We expect to learn more about the water quality of the James River. The James River Association is expected to release a report today on the bacteria monitoring levels in the James. Since 2013, the association has been monitoring water quality levels at popular recreation spots.
Taking a look at our top stories at 5:35 on this Thursday morning, a family involved in an animal welfare case in Louisa County says a proper investigation was not done and their horses were in good health. 9 animals were seized from 2 farms after animal control received a phone call in April saying horses weren't being fed. Animal control says it tried to work with the owners by telling them to increase their feed, but after another call last week, they went out and determined the horses were malnourished and seized them. Seizure hearings for both of those cases are now scheduled for June 5th.
Closing arguments are expected to begin later this morning in a Charlottesville murder trial. Prosecutors say 41-year-old Gregory Fitzgerald shot and killed 43-year-old Bobby Reveau on Run Street near 10th Street in February 2017. The Commonwealth believes Fitzgerald fired a gun at the passenger side window, but a forensic analyst testified the bullet fragments found in Reveu's body could not be connected to that gun.
Greene County Public Schools officially kicked off a $28 million expansion project at its Stanardsville campus. The project aims to expand the cafeteria, redesign learning spaces, and modernize technology at William Monroe Middle and High Schools. Plans also call for new parking lots at those schools and at Ruckersville Elementary.
Covering Virginia at 5:36, Governor Ralph Northam is set to sign legislation in the coming days expanding Medicaid after years of partisan battle in the state. The House of Delegates voted yesterday shortly after the state Senate voted in favor of expansion. Northam's approval will come after the state's Republican-controlled General Assembly ignored warnings from the White House against expanding the health care program for the poor. Virginia will become the 33rd state to approve Medicaid expansion.
Tonight is the deadline for Republicans interested in running for the 5th District congressional seat to notify party leaders of their intentions. The district's GOP committee is expected to choose a new nominee this Saturday. The committee is tasked with finding a replacement for Congressman Tom Garrett, who announced this week he would not seek re-election to focus on battling an alcohol addiction. A new candidate must win over a majority of the 37 voting members of that committee. So far, at least 4 people, including Nelson County distillery owner Denver Riggleman, have put their names in. Potential candidates do not have to live in the 5th District.
Covering America at 5:37, in chilling cell phone video released yesterday, the suspect in February's school shooting in Parkland, Florida, announced his intention to carry out a massacre. Investigators found 3 videos on Nicholas Cruz's cell phone after he was arrested for allegedly killing 17 people at Stoneman Douglas High School. We want to warn you, this video may be disturbing, so we've lowered the audio for most of it.
Hello, my name is Nick, and I'm going to be the next school shooter of 2018.
The 19-year-old former Stoneman Douglas student talks about his loneliness, anger, and hatred and says he's tired of being told what to do and when to do it. Cruz faces 17 counts of murder and 17 counts of attempted murder in the attack. His lawyers have said Cruz would plead guilty if he were guaranteed a sentence of life without parole. But prosecutors are seeking the death penalty, and the videos could be used as evidence against him.
A New York City grand jury indicted movie mogul Harvey Weinstein on charges of rape and criminal sexual act. Wednesday's indictment came just hours after Weinstein's attorney said that Weinstein would not appear before the grand jury because he didn't have enough time to prepare. Weinstein faces charges from 2 women in New York. He denies all the accusations of non-consensual sex, and his lawyer said in a statement that the indictment does not come as a surprise.
The NBC mascot is on the loose. 4 peacocks escaped and caused a major traffic jam on an interstate in Philadelphia last night. Take a look. State police said they escaped from the nearby Philadelphia Zoo. 2 lanes of I-76 were closed, causing traffic to back up for miles while the police try to capture the birds. They say they are no longer trying to capture them, since they are now off the road. But what a traffic jam that caused.
Yeah, I love that they blocked them in with their police cruisers thinking, oh, that'll stop
right,
them.
They don't
but
have
look,
way.
they fly right away. Oh my. Well, turning back to our top story and the breaking news we're following all morning here. All the heavy rain that we've seen overnight is causing substantial flooding issues all across central Virginia this morning.
We've received reports of a sinkhole in the Ivy area of Albemarle County, right along Ivy Road near West Lee. That's where NBC29's Madison Carter is now live to bring us up to speed on the situation. Good morning, Madison.
Hey, Jen, Matt, actually, we tried to get over to that sinkhole, couldn't see it, so we tried to come back around to that scene you guys reported on earlier where the 2 people had their car washed off the road. We actually made it over here now. I want to show you guys, this is some incredible video. Tony, my photographer, is going to follow me over here. You can see the road. Look at where the road just completely came up and it has washed away down this stream. You can see them, the trees bent over. The pavement is in the dirt. Jen, Matt, look at this in the water. You can see it's still rushing along there over into this river bank. You can see the moving waters. We have not been able to see that car. We don't see really any tire tracks over here. We'll take a look. I'll show you a little bit further up the road. The bridge that crosses over here. We're near Martin Farm Lane in Ivy in Albemarle County. There's a tree down over that bridge. But come back, look again at this pavement. You can just see underneath, you can see the layers of gravel. This is where the pavement, the gravel underneath. You can see the water where it just came up. So you can understand how that car, those 2 people, they said they were in it. The 2 people were actually seen outside of the car. So they might have potentially tried to get out before the car washed away, but their car did end up washing down this road. As you can see, the road completely just came up. And we tried to talk with the rescue crews. They're not actively working on the scene. They're back in their cars behind here. You can see where they've been set up all morning. They actually had the Lynchburg water rescue crew come out to try to assist them. Have not been able to give us any details on where that search is right now. We don't know whether they found the 2 people. We don't know whether they suspect they're alive, but it still is an active scene. We are working to get more details, but I just want to come and show you that we did make it out to the scene. Now that it's a little bit lighter out, you can see how it was just incredible. It was very, very dangerous here last night. Still working to get more details. We will try to bring you those in just a few minutes coming up during our 5:30 half hour.
Okay, Madison Carter there live in Albemarle County where that search continues for 2 people believed to have been swept away in a car, and you can see how the road
right. And you
has
can
been
hear
washed
the water,
out.
and you can hear the water gushing through that creek that she mentioned earlier.
Shows you the power of that water. That's why they say turn around, don't drown, stay away from it. Be very careful as you head out this morning because a lot of roads have that same situation.
We're going to take a break, but we'll be right back with a look at your forecast.
Nearly a dozen animals taken from 2 farms in Louisa County say the seizures are unjustified. We will hear from them.
And Albemarle County declares a local emergency as heavy rains move through the area. We have a live report on the latest. It's 6 o'clock and your news at Sunrise continues right now.
Live in high definition from the area's most experienced news team. This is NBC29 HD News at Sunrise.
Good morning, I'm Jennifer Von Reuter.
And I'm Matt Talhelm. Thanks for waking up with us on this Thursday, May 31st. And it's the last day of May and some really crazy weather out there that we're experiencing.
Yeah.
We also have Albemarle County schools closed because of all that flooding, unsafe roads out there.
Yeah, let's check in with meteorologist David Rogers. He's tracking the forecast this morning. Hi, David.
Hey, good morning, Jen. Good morning, Matt. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, yesterday we told you the potential of some of that flooding, and certainly that is the story. That's been the case because of some of those heavier bands of rain, thunderstorms that move through the area. Flash flood warnings, watches remain in effect for parts of the area. Allow yourself some extra time as you do head out. A lot of detours, as set up. Another warm day today. We'll see another round. Showers and thunderstorms develop later this afternoon. Hot and humid tomorrow with 90s. And look for an unsettled weekend. Finally, it looks like a cold front will move through on Saturday. And once that front does move through, we should start to see things drying out. Good morning to you, Buckingham. Right now, you're at 72, at 71 in Charlottesville, 68 for Stanton. Culpeper has a current temperature of 70. All right, the counties you see shaded in green, Rockingham, Western Green, Madison, Culpeper counties remain under a flash flood watch until 10 this morning. We've got flash flood warnings, Albemarle, Green, Madison until 8, Culpeper and Orange 6:15. More rain and storms later today could lend the potential for more flooding. Here's a live look at our exclusive dual-pole triple Doppler radar. So we are rain-free for now, but again, keep an eye to the sky later today. It's going to be a warm, humid one. 83 for Charlottesville, 84 for Palmyra, and 82 for Stanton. Coming up, we'll look into the future with your NBC 29 7-day forecast. I'll also have this morning sunrise stumper question. Matt and Jen, back to you.
Okay, thank you, David. All that heavy rain has caused substantial flooding issues all across central Virginia this morning.
Right now, a search is underway in Albemarle County for 2 people reportedly swept away by floodwaters. NBC 29's Madison Carter is live from Martin Farm Road with the latest. Madison?
Good morning, Matt and Jennifer. We are back here. We got pushed back a little bit because those water crews, they started to resume their search. They had taken about, half-hour break or so when we pulled up. They weren't exactly searching, but I'll show you just a little bit here. You can see that this roadway is still flooded. That's why it was pretty dangerous to get there. On the opposite side, as I showed you earlier, that roadway had been completely blocked. The bridge was by a tree. But I'll just have Tony, my photographer, show you some of the grass. Down there is the rushing water where the car was swept away. But look at this grass. So you can see it's almost completely bent over. You can see how heavy that water was last night. They said they got about 8 to 10 inches that just completely flooded this area. And earlier we showed you how the pavement had washed up. The pavement actually lifted up and had washed over into the stream. And that's where that Prius that was carrying the 2 people was at. Witnesses say they saw the people outside of the car. We're thinking they probably tried to escape before their car got carried away, but didn't quite make it. They are still actively searching for those 2 people. We didn't see any signs of cars. We didn't see any tire tracks, but we saw the entire pavement up and off of the road going into the stream. We could even see some chunks of the pavement in this laid over grass. I tried to call for another update. They're keeping pretty tight-lipped over here about where their search stands, whether they think those people might still be alive. But we're trying to get updates from the Emergency Communications Center to see what they have. They said there are no more updates right now, just that it is still an active search. We're going to stay here. It's not raining right now. There could be some more raining coming later. But again, these roadways, they are not clear. Do not try to travel, especially over in this Ivy area. Very dangerous. Check back in just a couple minutes. We're going to see if we can get any more information, get some more video for you from this scene here. For now, reporting live in Albemarle County, Madison Carter.
Unbelievable how powerful that water can be washing away.
And you could even hear the water earlier gushing. It's amazing, yeah. Well, authorities in several counties have been out dealing with water-related rescues.
We want to show you this photo from the scene in Ruckersville. Volunteer Fire Company there shows the search going on where someone was apparently caught in some fast-moving water. Counties or crews from Greene County were there assisting Madison County crews. This is in the Syria section of Madison County. We're told one person was rescued around 9 o'clock last night and taken to the hospital. There may be a second person missing still. The early reports were these people may have been out on ATVs. The search is expected to pick up later this morning. Again, this is in Madison County, the Syria section of Madison County. One person still possibly missing out there, washed away by those swift waters. And road closures are going on all over the area, all because of this flooding.
Monacan Trail at Plank Road is closed due to 2 to 3 feet of water. Look at this. Route 33 over Swift Run Gap is closed at Dyke Road in Greene County due to mudslides. VDOT crews are on the scene, and crews do not know when that road will open again. This is a look now at at VDOT's 511 map. Each red box signals a weather-related issue on the roads. Main highways look okay, but a lot of those secondary roads are flooded out. So again, if you're heading out the door, be cautious. There are definitely some trouble spots out there this morning.
And you see that blue symbol there. That's fog on Afton Mountain, which is still a big problem there. You might see some fog out on your drive too, which makes it very difficult to see areas that are flooded. So crews may have not been able to get out there to put up those road closed signs. So be very careful this morning. That's also why Albemarle County Schools, again, closed today because of all this flooding.
Now to our other stories we are tracking this Thursday morning. Closing arguments are expected to begin later this morning in a Charlottesville murder trial. Prosecutors say 41-year-old Gregory Fitzgerald shot and killed 43-year-old Bobby Reveau on Run Street near 10th Street. Reveu's then fiance testified he was buying drugs in February of 2017 when a man approached their car and fired a gun at the passenger side window. The Commonwealth believes Fitzgerald fired a Taurus Judge revolver, but a forensic analyst testified in court yesterday that the bullet fragments found in Reveu's body could not be connected to that gun.
A Waynesboro man accused of killing the woman he lived with is scheduled for a jury trial. 36-year-old Jonathan Miller is facing a first-degree murder charge. Back in March, police say Miller killed 25-year-old Rachel Brown at the apartment they shared in Waynesboro. Miller's jury trial is set for 2 days at the end of October.
Hearings are scheduled for next week after 9 animals were seized from 2 farms in Louisa County. NBC29 spoke with the son of one of the owners who claims his parents are innocent. Animal Control received a phone call last April saying 4 horses on a farm weren't being fed. Animal Control says it tried to work with the owners by telling them to increase their feed. After another call last week, they went out, determined the horses were malnourished, and seized them. The family believes a proper investigation wasn't conducted, and they should have been alerted about the seizure.
We're not required to give any notice, and actually it would work against us if we did give notice of an intent to seize.
I know for a fact they've been fed because I've been feeding them.
Seizure hearings for both of these animal welfare cases are scheduled for June 5th.
Construction is underway at Greene County Public Schools' Standardsville campus as the division embarks on a $28 million expansion. The project will expand the cafeteria, redesign learning spaces, and modernize technology at William Monroe Middle and High Schools. Plans also call for new parking lots at those schools and Ruckersville Elementary.
They treat the school sort of as a central location for everything. This school is used all hours for sporting events. They do art shows here. But really, community groups like Scouts use the building. This will give them more facilities for that kind of thing.
Construction is expected to take until August of 2019. The school says it has a plan to minimize the impact on students when school returns in session.
Girl Scouts in Charlottesville are working on a project to help the community heal after the events of last August. 7 girls in Troop 3080 wanted a deeper understanding of how they could help and ultimately decide to work together on what they call the Buddy Bench Project. There will be 6 benches installed outside each Charlottesville elementary school. Last night, they held a dedication ceremony for the project at Johnson Elementary.
I wanted to do this project because a lot of people were hurt by what happened this summer, and I wanted to bring peace back to the community and, honor Heather.
The Girl Scout troop is made up of girls from 3 local schools. Each bench has a quote engraving and is purple in honor of Heather Heyer, the woman killed during last year's Unite the Right rally. The remaining 2 benches to be installed will be at Greenbrier and Burnley Moran Elementary.
Of course, Albemarle County schools are closed today because of all of that flooding out there. We continue to follow this situation, including searches for 3 people now missing in 2 counties.
Before we go to a break at 6:10, here is a look at our traffic camera. This is Afton. You can see that thick, dense fog out there. That is another trouble spot in the NBC29 viewing area. So again, heading out the door this morning, be very careful. We're going to look at your forecast coming up.
Here's a look at some of the storm reports over the last 24 hours. And again, most of it, right at the almost at the ridge tops. That's where some of the heavier bands of rain, although many other areas had some flooding as well. This is kind of that main focus. So that's what we're telling you, to give yourself some extra time. We still have flash flood watches in effect. Rockingham, Western Greene, up into Madison, Culpeper counties. That'll last until 10 this morning. Is an updated list on our latest flash flood warnings. Albemarle, Greene, Madison until 8. Culpeper and Orange. You should be just about done now. 6:15. More rain and storms anticipated later this afternoon into tonight. Certainly the potential is there for more flooding. Also, we have a report of a flash flood warning in effect for the Ravenna River. That's at Palmyra. So minor flooding there, but you still want to be careful. Again, bottom line, give yourself some extra time when you do head out this morning. Good morning, Waynesboro. You're at 70 right now. Pretty humid. 71 Charlottesville. Palmyra has a current temperature of 71. Fortunately, the heavy rain we had last night has now moved north. Our live exclusive dual pole triple Doppler radar confirming a quiet skim. But there are those heavier bands of rain that moved through those areas just west of Charlottesville, east of Stanton. They picked up 8 to 10 inches of rain locally, and that's where a lot of the flooding and big concerns we're going to have this morning. Later today, as that heat and humidity starts to build, we'll see more showers and thunderstorms redevelop this afternoon. The remnants of Alberto now moving across Michigan's Upper Peninsula. We do have a front to the west. That eventually will move through our area on Saturday. Additional showers and thunderstorms are expected, but once a front does move through, drier air, lower humidity will start to work back into our weather picture starting next week. So a warm, humid start to the day, maybe a couple of morning showers, but the shower and thunderstorm chances will increase as we go through the afternoon into tonight. Big story on Friday, the intense heat, 90-degree plus temperatures are possible with that high humidity. Really going to feel uncomfortable for you on Friday. So if you have anything to do outdoors, get it done early. And then later in the day Friday, as we start to see things warming up, we'll have another chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms. So again, flash flood watches and warnings remain in effect until further notice. 81 for the Valley, 83 Central Virginia. Mostly cloudy, showers and storms develop later today. A few scattered thunderstorms tonight. Watch out for some of those flooded areas. Mid to upper 60s your low. Mix of clouds and sun tomorrow. Again, a chance of showers and thunderstorms. It's going to be a hot, humid day. 86 for the Valley and about 90 for Central Virginia. Here's your Michael and Son 7-day. The front comes through on Saturday. We could still see some additional showers and storms. We'll get up to about 81. Then we finally start to turn cooler with lower humidity by Sunday. Maybe a leftover shower, about 77. Mostly cloudy Monday, upper 70s. Tuesday and Wednesday look pretty good with low humidity and temperatures in the mid-70s. All right, here we go. It is Sunrise Stumper time. University Tire and Auto Centers are the official sponsors of Sunrise Stumper. With 6 convenient locations and 49 bays, University Tire and Auto has you covered for all of your automotive needs. Here's today's question for all you movie buffs. What was the name of the last boy who visited the chocolate factory owned by Mr. Willy Wonka? Think about it. Send us your answer to Stumper at NBC29.com. Today's winner gets an NBC29 coffee mug plus a $250 gift card from University Tire and Auto Centers.
Such a great movie.
Yeah, we need the Who Can Take a Sunrise song playing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sprinkle
Great
it with
voice, Jen.
do? Is that the-
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Something like
We'll
that.
have to look it up.
We know that first line.
Yeah.
Who can take a sunrise? Thanks, David.
Okay, you bet.
The time now is 6:16, and the White House is focusing on that historic face-to-face with North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un, but an unexpectedly poignant moment in the White House briefing room is also making headlines.
We're learning more today about the young reporter whose question on gun violence in schools left the president's normally unflappable spokeswoman on the verge of tears. Here's NBC's Tracy Cox. Here is a live look in Albemarle County where an active search and rescue is underway for 2 people in the county after their vehicle is swept away by flood waters. We have a live report coming up.
Hundreds of thousands of low-income Virginians will have access to health care after lawmakers end a stalemate to expand Medicaid. It is 6:30, and your news at Sunrise continues now.
Live in high definition from the area's most experienced news team. This is NBC29 HD News at Sunrise.
Good morning, I'm Jennifer Von Reuter.
And I'm Matt Talhelm. Thanks for waking up with us on this Thursday, May 31st. We have a lot to get to today because of all the flooding and the rain that we've seen overnight. It's caused a lot of issues, including a water outage on Route 29. Anybody north on Route 29 in Albemarle County, the Service Authority is saying there's a major water outage there. It's because a pipe that crosses the river had some issues during the flooding.
And we also want to mention that Albemarle County Public Schools are closed today because of road conditions out there this morning. Let's check in with meteorologist David Rogers. He is tracking the forecast for us. Good morning, David.
Hey, good morning, Jen. Good morning, Matt. Good morning, everybody. Things are a little quiet now, but we still have flooding concerns across the area. Flash flood watches, warnings remain in effect. Could see a couple of showers this morning, but another round of rain and thunderstorms will be developing later this afternoon into tonight, and still looking for an unsettled weekend. Although once a front moves through Saturday, we should start to see humidity levels lowering, temperatures cooling, and our rain chances diminishing. Right now outside, we've got cloudy sky with fog. Good morning to you, Palmyra. You're 72, 71 right now. Charlottesville, Green 71. Waynesboro has a current temperature of 71 as well. The counties you see shaded in green under that flash flood watch until 10 this morning. Rockingham, Western Green into Madison and Culpeper counties. Here's the latest flash flood warnings. Culpeper, Orange, Madison until 9. 9:15. Albemarle and Greene until 8. More storms are expected later today. And again, the potential is there for additional flooding. It's areas west of Charlottesville, east of Stanton that picked up 8 to 10 inches of rain. The rest of the region generally about 1 to 2. But this is where a lot of the flooding concerns are off to our west. Again, we'll see more showers and storms develop later today. Warm and humid. 83 for Charlottesville, 85 for Madison, and 82 for Waynesboro. Coming up, we'll take a detailed look at your NBC29 7-day forecast. I'll also have this morning sunrise stumper question and answer. Matt and Jen, back to you.
Okay, thank you, David. All that heavy rain is causing substantial flooding issues all across central Virginia this morning.
Right now, a search is underway in Albemarle County for 2 people reportedly swept away by floodwaters. NBC29's Madison Carter is live from Martin Farm Road with the latest. Madison?
Good morning, Matt and Jen. We are back out here. I want to show you behind me. You can see just a little further off into the distance there. The search has resumed. You can see that there is a line. The water rescue teams are actually walking in a straight line. There are about 8 of them out here. And every now and then you'll hear somebody say, stop. And they all stop walking. They've come from the scene that we showed you a little bit earlier where you could see the pavement had washed up, and they've walked all the way down here. We'll call it about a quarter mile. And they'll stop and they'll start searching an area. They're looking for clues, anything that can help them figure out which direction this Prius went in. The Prius that was carrying 2 people last night here on Old Ballard Road in Albemarle County. It washed off of the road, and the 2 people, they were seen outside of the car when it washed off of the road, and they haven't been seen since. That was about 8 hours ago at 9:30 last night. They've been here. They called in a water rescue team from Lynchburg to come help. They have no clues. Right now, they're searching this grass. And you can see, Tony, I want to show you my photographer. I want him to show you the grass. You can see it's almost completely laid over. It was pretty high grass here. That's because of those waters. The heavy rainwater was flooding this area, laid it all the way down. You can see how easy it was. Some of that mud down there. You can see the tree branches have broken off. A little bit further up the road on Old Ballard Road, you can see this ambulance crew here. They've been here all night as well, searching, waiting for clues to see whether they can locate those 2 people. We keep calling in to see if they have any updates on what they've found. They have no updates yet. It's still an active search, they're calling it. We're going to check back in with you just at the bottom of our half hour, see if they've found anything. Again, they're stopping, they're searching for some clues. I see them stopping a lot more in this area, so we're going to see if they found anything. If they have, we'll of course bring you those updates on air here as well as online in our Twitter account, so you can follow us there at NBC29. Reporting live on Old Ballard Road, I'm Madison Carter.
And of course, there are reports of road closures throughout the NBC29 viewing area because of either high water, even mudslides. There's a mudslide on Route 33 over the mountain there, but we'll get to all those in greater detail later this half hour.
Just shows you how powerful that water can be. That
Absolutely.
little Ivy Creek there can cause so much damage, as Madison just showed us. We'll continue to update you with a live report in just a bit. We want to take a look now at some of the other stories we expect to make headlines in the day ahead, including law enforcement officers who will be testing their driving skills in a competition that raises money for the families of 2 state troopers killed last year in Albemarle County.
The Jefferson Area Motor Squad competition is set for the next few days at the Sam's Club parking lot in Albemarle County. It will showcase the best police motorcycle riders in a friendly competition. This year's event raises money for the families of the 2 state police troopers killed in a helicopter crash on August 12.
Pediatric research accomplishments at the University of Virginia will be recognized later today at the 30th Annual Children's Hospital Research Symposium. The hospital and UVA's Child Health Research Center will unveil their work. The event is set to start at 8 o'clock this morning at the Battle Building.
We expect to learn more about the water quality of the James River. The James River Association is expected to release a report today on the bacteria monitoring levels in the James. Since 2013, the association has been monitoring water quality levels at popular recreation spots.
Taking a look at our top stories at 6:35 on this Thursday morning, a family involved in an animal welfare case in Louisa County says a proper investigation was not done and their horses were in good health. 9 animals were seized from 2 farms after Animal Control received a phone call in April saying horses weren't being fed. Animal Control says it tried to work with the owners by telling them to increase their feed, but after another call last week, they went out, determined the horses were malnourished, and seized them. Seizure hearings for both of these cases are scheduled for June 5th.
Closing arguments are expected to begin later this morning in a Charlottesville murder trial. Prosecutors say 41-year-old Gregory Fitzgerald shot and killed 43-year-old Bobby Reveau on Run Street near 10th Street in February 2017. The Commonwealth believes Fitzgerald fired a gun at the passenger side window, but a forensic analyst testified the bullet fragments found in Reveu's body could not be connected to that gun.
Greene County Public Schools officially kicked off a $28 million expansion project at its Stanardsville campus. The project will expand the cafeteria, redesign learning spaces, and modernize technology at William Monroe Middle and High Schools. Plans also call for new parking lots at those schools and Ruckersville Elementary School. The White House is focusing on an historic face-to-face with North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un, but an unexpectedly poignant moment in the White House press briefing room is making headlines.
We're learning more today about the young reporter whose question on gun violence in schools left the president's normally unflappable spokeswoman on the verge of tears.
Another warm, humid start to the day, about 69 to 73. Flash flood watches remain in effect for Rockingham, up into Page, Western Greene, Madison, and Culpeper counties. That'll last until 10. Here's the latest flash flood warnings. We have Culpeper, Orange, Madison until 9:15, Albemarle and Greene until 8. More rain and storms later today, potentially could cause some more flooding. The ground is so saturated. Again, a lot of runoff expected across the area. We also have a flash flood warning in effect for the Rivanna River. That's in Palmyra. Minor flooding there, but again, you need to exercise some caution. A good idea if you are heading out this morning, give yourself some extra time. There are a lot of detours across the area. Good morning, Winter-Green. You're 64 right now. It's 71 in Charlottesville. Orange is 70. Harrisonburg has a current temperature of 68. All right, here's a good-looking site. At least our live exclusive dual-pole triple Doppler radar is quiet now. So again, no rain for now, but that will be changing later today. And the areas that really picked up the most rain, east of Stanton, west of Charlottesville, you can see those heavier bands of rain, anywhere from 6 to as much as 10 inches of rain reported there. The rest of the region, generally about 1 to 3, but that's where a lot of the flooding and road closures are. Again, we still have that southerly flow of humidity and moisture coming in from the Gulf of Mexico as well as the Atlantic. The remnants of Alberto now moving across Michigan's upper and lower peninsula. Meanwhile, we've got a front to the west we're going to be tracking, should move through by Saturday. That again will trigger some more showers and storms, but once that front does move through, look for lower humidity levels, cooler temperatures, and a few dry days, and that'll be nice to get. All right, so maybe an early morning shower. Otherwise, as we go through the afternoon, that heat and humidity will start to build. Scattered showers and thunderstorms, again, could potentially cause more flooding across the area. Areas of fog tonight. The big story Friday, the intense heat. We're talking about 90-degree plus temperatures to go with the high humidity. Really going to feel uncomfortable. And again, later in the day, Friday into Friday night, another round of showers and thunderstorms. So mostly cloudy today. Showers and storms will develop. Flash flood watches and warnings remain in effect, 81 to 83. A few scattered storms tonight. Really want to watch out for flooding, especially nighttime hours, mid to upper 60s. And then for tomorrow, mix of clouds and sun, hot and humid. Late day showers and storms, 86 to 90. That'll be our high temperature tomorrow. Here's your Michael and Son 7-day. The front comes through Saturday, a few storms, 81. Then we start to cool down with lower humidity, mostly cloudy Sunday. Still the chance of a leftover shower. Monday, mostly cloudy 79 and low humidity. Comfortable temperatures for Tuesday and Wednesday, highs in the mid to upper 70s. All right, it's Sunrise Stumper time. University Tire and Auto Centers are the official sponsors of Sunrise Stumper. With 6 convenient locations in 49 bays, University Tire and Auto has you covered for all of your automotive needs. All right, here we go. Today's question. What is the name of the last boy who visited the chocolate factory owned by Mr. Willy Wonka?
We love this movie, so it was easy for us. Yeah.
Charlie Bucket.
Charlie Bucket.
He got the golden ticket.
Okay, well, let's take a look and see if we can confirm that. Of course, yeah, you guys are on top of it. Yeah. Good old Charlie Bucket. And so is Lewis Barr of Charlottesville. Way to go, Lewis. You get the NBC29 coffee mug. You also get that certificate valued at $250. Yeah, Charlie Bucket was a fictional character from the 1971 film Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. He is depicted as a kind-hearted, nice, selfless child. And because of his kindness, Wonka declared Charlie the heir to the factory.
That's right.
So the meek shall inherit the earth.
Exactly.
Yeah, so nice Great quality movie to have.
Yeah.
And again, today's winner, Lewis Barr of Charlottesville. you get the $250 gift certificate plus the NBC29 coffee mug.
Charlie didn't want everything, like what, Veruca, the one that wanted all the stuff?
She wanted like the golden egg.
Yeah.
remember?
Yeah.
And she was a bad egg.
Yes,
So
yes, she
anyway,
was.
all right, thanks, David.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
We're back at 6:51 as you get ready to head out the door for your morning commute. Again, all this flooding and fog causing all sorts of problems out there. It's clear on Interstate 64 in Fishersville and Augusta County. You can see traffic's moving along, but if you're heading eastbound toward Charlottesville over Afton Mountain, some dense fog up there is going to make that drive slow coming into central Virginia. We will get to all the flooding issues in just a minute, but first, we want to head over to David Rogers with your forecast.
Okay, Matt, thanks. Good morning, everybody. The heavy rain has moved out, but still a lot of flooding. Give yourself some extra time. Watch out for some of the areas of fog this morning. Right now in Charlottesville, we're 71. William Monroe Middle School in Greene, 71 degrees there. Buckingham County Middle School, a little warmer. They're 73. And Waynesboro currently 71 as well. And we've got pretty high dew points, generally in the low 70s. A lot of fog to report. Culpeper, just under 2-mile visibility there. Orange, a mile, 3-mile visibility for Louisa. That's now extending down into eastern Fluvanna County. Also, northern sections of Augusta up into Rockingham. 4-mile visibility certainly will affect your travels if you're coming across Afton Mountain. So again, give yourself some extra time. Here's a live look at our exclusive dual-pole triple Doppler radar. And we're dry for now, but later today we'll see another round of showers and thunderstorms develop. Could cause some more flooding for us. Friday, that'll be the story for those afternoon showers and thunderstorms. And then Saturday, the front will come through. Still the chance of a few leftover showers Sunday, but cooler, less humid, and dry conditions as we start next week. So something to look forward to. Here's our satellite radar picture. Again, areas west of Charlottesville, east of Stanton picked up the most rain, 6 to as much as 10 inches there. Rest of the region generally about 1 to 3. And although we're getting off to a dry start, as that heat and humidity starts to build again later this afternoon, another round of showers and storms are possible. Again, we've got a front that won't move through until Saturday. So grab the umbrella today. Give yourself some extra time. Early morning fog, then we'll see mostly cloudy skies, scattered showers and storms, 83. Hot and humid tomorrow. We'll get up to 90 with scattered storms. And that front comes through Saturday. Additional storms are possible. Temperatures a little cooler, right around 81. Matt and Jen, back to you.
Okay, thank you, David. That heavy overnight rain is causing substantial flash flooding and dangerous flash flooding across central Virginia. We just learned that Albemarle County emergency officials will update us at 9 a.m. with a media briefing on their response to the floods overnight, as well as the current conditions they're dealing with right now.
And right now, crews in Albemarle County are searching for 2 missing people who were seen in water outside their vehicle while their vehicle was being swept away. NBC29's Madison Carter is live now from the scene with this breaking news story. Madison?
Good morning, Matt and Jen. We were able to get a little bit closer to the scene again. I want to show you one more time. Check out this road. Right now we are on Old Ballard Road in Albemarle County in the Ivy area, which was hit the hardest. They got about 8 to 10 inches. Take a look at this. This is absolutely insane. The pavement came completely off the road. The pavement came up and washed away. I'll have Tony show you. You can see it's flowing right down into Ivy Creek. That's why they say this white Prius was driving across the bridge here, and there was high water. We spoke with someone who's lived here. His family's been here since 1919. He said he's only seen waters like this high, probably twice in his whole lifetime. He says when that water comes up, it will carry anything away. Something interesting to note, he told me that right before this bridge, there used to be a sign that warned of high waters. It hasn't been there in about a year. And he says he wasn't familiar with this car. He knows a lot of people in the area, so he's thinking maybe the people that were driving in it weren't quite familiar with this area, got caught up in that water. There were no signs to warn them, and they got carried here from Old Ballard Road down in here to Ivy Creek. And you can even hear it. Listen to this water. You can hear how quickly that water is rushing, even at this hour without the torrential rain. That Ivy Creek flows into Meacham's River, and he said then it just dumps out, so they could be anywhere. Again, we have no word on where those 2 people are. Crews are out again working. They took a short break while they waited for some daylight, and now they're back out doing a line search just along some of this grass that was completely covered in water a few hours ago. They are now in hour 9 of that search, and as you just told us, we're going to have an update coming up in about 2 hours on their search and recovery efforts. But for now, I'll leave you with one last look here at this road. Again, you can see it's just completely come up on the pavement. Be sure to keep up with us on Twitter. After the show ends at 7, we'll be continuing to give you live updates there. Our handle is NBC29. For now, reporting on Old Ballard Road, Madison Carter, back to you.
Shows you the power of that water. It can wash away roads and cars.
Unbelievable. All right.
Well, authorities in multiple counties right now are dealing with those water-related rescues.
This is a photo from the Ruckersville Volunteer Fire Company. It shows one such rescue where someone was caught in fast-moving water. Crews from Greene were also called in to assist Madison, and we're told the rescue happened around 9 o'clock last night, and one person was taken to the hospital. There may be a second person missing, so a search is expected to pick up later this morning in the Madison area.
We are also following hazardous conditions in Greene County. The county has now opened a shelter at Ruckersville Elementary School. That's for anyone who may be affected by this flooding, and officials are urging just don't go out there. Do not drive and travel around Greene County at this time because so many of those roads are washed out. You may also encounter fog and not know that the road is washed out. They have a number for you to call. It's 434-990-2566. Again, 434-990-2566 if you need that shelter at Ruckersville Elementary School.
Now, people in northern Albemarle County are without water at this hour. Again, some people in northern Albemarle County are without water. Albemarle County Service Authority says a major water line was damaged because of the flooding. Now, road closures will be are getting around. There's a lot of road closures this morning in the area. Monacan Trail at Plank Road is closed due to 2 to 3 feet of water. Route 33 over Swift Run Gap is closed at Dyke Road in Greene due to mudslides. VDOT crews on the scene. They are on the scene, but they do not know when that road will open up again.
And we want to show you a live look right now. This is VDOT's map that shows you all those weather-related issues. All of those red clouds, those are where there are flooding scenes right now. So many roads all across the area are closed because of flooding. There's also that blue cloud. That's Afton Mountain, where the fog is extremely dense up there. It makes it very difficult to see. I did that drive myself this morning, so be very careful. You may come up on high water or debris, trees down, mud across the road. We, of course, will continue to follow all this flooding throughout the day, bring you updates on Twitter and then live on our news at noon.
And now we want to get a look at that forecast one last time.
A little bit of a break right now. Good thing, because later today we do anticipate another round of scattered showers and thunderstorms. 71 currently Charlottesville, pretty humid start. Buckingham, you're 73. Stanton has a current temperature of 68. There's a live look at our exclusive dual-pole triple Doppler radar. Again, not much going on now, but that heat and humidity will continue to build, and again, we'll have those afternoon showers, and thunderstorms could take us into the evening hours. So additional flooding certainly possible. We have numerous flash flood watches, warnings in effect. Temperatures today around 83. Hot, humid tomorrow with scattered storms, 90. And of course, any additional rain could certainly pose a threat with more flooding. Saturday, a cold front will finally come through, so this will give us a little bit of a break. Leftover showers Sunday, then lower humidity, much more comfortable conditions as we look ahead to next week, guys.
Okay, thanks so much for joining us. Stay safe and dry out there today.
Like us on Facebook. The Today Show is next.